What if the real problem in your life wasn't what happens to you, but how you react every day without realizing it? What if the reason you feel tired, frustrated, or out of control wasn't the world, but invisible habits you repeat in silence? Most people believe they need more motivation, more discipline, or more luck, but almost no one stops to look at this. Your mental habits are building your peace or destroying it. Today, I'm not going to talk to you about complicated theories. Today, I'm going to show you simple, real, human habits. Habits that, if you practice them every day, can change the way you react, think, and live. Stay until the end. Not because this video is special, but because if something you hear makes you uncomfortable, it's because you need it. And if right now you feel that you react too much, that you take everything personally, that stress controls you, or that anything can knock you off your center, calm down. You're not broken. No one ever taught you these habits. We've all been there, exploding over small things, saying things we later regret, feeling like we lose control right when we most want to stay calm. Most people don't fail for lack of character. They fail because they live on autopilot. And today, we're going to turn that autopilot off. Before we begin, I want you to do something simple but powerful. Write this phrase in the comments: I choose to build calm every day, not for me, for you, because writing it is the first conscious habit. Now yes, let's go with the first habit. Habit 1, pause before reacting. Most conflicts don't start because of what happens. They start because we react without pausing. A message, a look, a comment out of place. And immediately the body tenses, the mind speeds up, and emotion takes control. But here is the truth. Between what happens and your reaction, there is always a small space. That space is your power. The habit is simple but transformative. When something upsets you, don't respond immediately. Take a deep breath. A single conscious breath already changes the direction of your mind. It's not about repressing what you feel. It's about not acting from the wound. The pause gives you control back. The one who pauses chooses. The one who doesn't pause reacts. Practice this every day, in traffic, in an argument, at work. Each pause is a silent victory. Habit 2, don't take everything personally. Most emotional suffering is born from this habit, believing that everything is about you, other people's attitudes, their words, their bad mood, their silences. But the truth is this: most people don't react because of you. They react because of what they carry inside. When someone speaks from anger, they speak from their own battle. When someone criticizes, many times they are projecting. The habit here is to observe without absorbing, listen without carrying, see without interpreting it as an attack. Not everything deserves an emotional response. Not everything has to go through you. When you stop taking everything personally, you recover an enormous amount of mental energy, and that energy returns to you. Habit 3, choose your battles. Not every conflict deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every provocation deserves your response. One of the most destructive habits is wanting to always be right, even when it costs you your peace. Before entering a fight, ask yourself, is this worth my calm? If the answer is no, step away, not out of fear, out of intelligence. Well-used silence is not weakness, it's self-control. When you choose not to enter useless fights, you protect your mind. And a protected mind is a strong mind. Habit 4, change your inner dialogue. It's not what happens that affects you the most. It's what you tell yourself about what happens. Your mind can be your worst enemy or your best ally. It all depends on the habit you repeat. When something goes wrong, observe the story you're building. I'm failing. This is unfair. I can't handle this. Now change it. This is uncomfortable, but I can handle it. This is a challenge, not a threat. This too shall pass. The habit is to question your automatic thoughts. Not everything you think is true, but everything you believe affects you. When you change the thought, the problem loses strength. Habit 5, don't expect others to act like you. One of the biggest generators of frustration is expectation. Expecting others to understand, value, or react the way you would. But each person acts from their level of awareness, from their history, from their wounds. The habit here is to accept without justifying, not to allow disrespect, but to stop suffering over what you can't control. You don't control how others act, but you do control how you respond. When you stop expecting, you stop getting frustrated. And when you stop getting frustrated, you regain calm. Habit 6, regulate the body to calm the mind. Most people try to calm the mind by ignoring the body. And that never works. You breathe fast, you clench your jaw, you tense your shoulders, and then you wonder why you're anxious. The habit is simple. Relax the body and the mind follows. Breathe slower. Lower your shoulders. Soften your face. Straighten your posture. Your body constantly sends signals to your brain. When the body calms down, the mind understands there is no danger. Mastering the body is mastering the reaction. Habit 7. Don't live in emergency mode. Many people live as if everything were an emergency. Everything fast. Everything now. That habit generates constant anxiety. The opposite habit is to consciously slow down. Speak more slowly, move with intention. Respond when you're ready. Calm is not found by running. It's built by slowing the pace. When you leave emergency mode, you regain clarity. Habit 8. Consciously choose your response every day. True freedom is not in controlling the external. It's in choosing how you respond. Every day you have that choice. React or respond. Explode or explore. Build or destroy. The habit is to ask yourself, how do I want to respond to this? That question changes everything. Habit 9. Stop mentally reliving what already happened. One of the quietest habits that destroys calm is this. Repeating a scene over and over in the mind. The argument. The word that hurt. What you should have said and didn't say. The body already left the moment, but the mind stays trapped there. And each repetition reactivates the emotion as if it were happening again. The habit is to cut the loop, not feed the mental movie. When you notice you're reliving something, stop and return to the present. Breathe. Look around you. Remember where you are now. The past cannot harm you. It only does when you bring it back again and again. Learning to mentally let go is an act of self-care, not to forget, but to stop punishing yourself. The one who lives anchored to the past loses energy. The one who learns to let go regains calm. Habit 10. Close each day with awareness. Most people end the day on autopilot. Screens, exhaustion, disordered thoughts. And they go to sleep carrying everything they didn't resolve emotionally. The habit is simple but powerful. Before going to sleep, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what did I handle well today? What could I do better tomorrow? What do I need to let go of now? Not to judge yourself, to organize your mind. Closing the day with awareness teaches your brain that it doesn't need to stay on constant alert, that it can rest. And now I want you to listen to this carefully. Calm is not something you're born with. It's something you practice. It's not built in a single day. It's built with small habits repeated every day. Every time you choose to pause, every time you don't react, every time you change a thought, you're training your mind. If this message touched you, subscribe. Not for me, for you. Because if you made it this far, it's because you're ready to live with more control and less chaos. And before you go, write again in the comments, I choose to build calm every day. Do it as a commitment to yourself. And when you finish this video, I'll leave you another one that continues this path. Because transformation doesn't happen all at once. It happens when you decide to continue. Remember this, no one can steal your calm if you don't hand it over.